So hope you understood the video. So hope you all are good. So today actually my I think I'm not good. So let me open my Codely profile. So today actually I will solve a couple of problems, just one or two problems, and I'll just practice the latter because actually I have to sleep today because my health is not good for a while today. And actually one thing I have to say, just coming before the live, I have just solved Kicks for Kicks problems, and this is the regular problem. And if you don't forget the previous blog, I mean the day 3, maybe day 3, not day 3, maybe day 2, I have solved the same problems using that was a simple array, but it was same. Just here is, let me just do this. Why? Okay, so let me just a minute. Okay, so this was the same problem. That time I had array, but here I have string. The process is very simple. I have created a simple set, and as we all know, set is the stuff that have a unique values, that should have a unique value. So I have created a string of result. Then I have done what I have iterated through this string, and I have set key sin. Sin means this variable. If sin.findInt character is equal to sin.end, if it is true, that time I will insert that inside of the character. I mean that character, and that character will be going to the string, so I will later return to the result. This is pretty much simple. So okay, let me open my okay, so let me just sign out and log in using my pufferfish account. So today I actually forgot to just okay. So as you all know that I was doing arrays, and maybe today I will just do a couple of questions. Okay, maximum consecutive ones. Okay, let's do it. Awesome. Okay, maximum consecutive ones. It is saying given a binary array, so it will have a 0 and 1, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in this array. So I have a nums of 1 1. Okay, so here I have 2 ones and this is 3 ones, so to return the 3. The first 2 digits, so the last 3 digits are consecutive ones. Okay, the maximum number of consecutive ones is 3, so I will return that. Or the constraint is it will be 10 to the power 5, and the number is a binary. Awesome. So let me go to Excalibur. So it is saying I have a binary array, and what I have to do, I have to find the maximum number of array, maximum number of 2 consecutive 2. What does it mean? Let's say so what will be the brute force approach, that when I have just seen this, when the approach will come, that is a brute force approach. So just understand the brute force approach is what actually, while understanding the problem, the first approach will come in your mind, that is called actually a brute force approach. So let's say I'm starting from this array. At first I got 1, awesome. Then I got 0, awesome. So let's say I have set it a temporary variable. I don't know it will be true or not, I will see. So when I got 1, I will put that inside of the temporary variable. Awesome. Now I got a 0. If I got a 0, that time temporary variable will be 1. So I will not take this. So the occurrence of the first one, so I can write something like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. The occurrence of array 0 is 1. The occurrence of array 1, it will not take, because it is what? It is 0, so I will not take. So the occurrence is 1, and this occurrence is 3, so I will take this. Now how to do it actually? To be honest, it is a bit of easier. Let me tell you how. Okay, let me see the problem again. Okay, so I can do something like let's say this is my array. And I have set it a pointer like p. This pointer will actually count this point. This will actually count the 1 and I will a result. I have to return this. Now what point p will do, let's say I have a I variable starts from this. So p will count the consecutive ones. So here p takes 1 and result is 1. When the p is 1, result is 1. Awesome. Here p is 2 because there is 2. Result is awesome 2. When I got a 0, the counter will resets to 0. Okay. Then I got 1. If I got a 1, counter will go to 1. And as well as, now you gonna say ki brother, I have 2 in the result, so should I increment or should I decrement? The answer should be if my result is greater than, if my p is greater than result, only if this, if and only if these conditions, I will increment or I will change the value of result. So I will do, in that time I will do what? I will do the value of p will be go to the result, something like that. Now you will think one matter, ki in these conditions will come when these conditions will come, because let's say I am doing here I, it will go to 2, it will not change, but when it got I, so its value will be incremented 3, it will be changed 3 and I will return the result. As simple as that. I don't know there is any optimal approach or better approach in this problem. I don't know, to be honest. So let me try to solve the problem. Actually at first I don't know what I have set a count that will set to 0, initialize to 0, and the result will be equal to 0, and I will return max as it is as the return type is integer. Now what I will do, okay brother, for I int I will be equal to 0 to I will go to n and I plus plus. Now what is n? No brother, I didn't forget. So int n equals to nums dot, as simple as that. Now when I am going to that, I will check if brother, if my nums of I, if the nums of I is equal to 1, if the nums of equal to 1, I will increment the counter. Ki brother, do I increment? And if that conditions to change the value, condition to update max and count, I mean this condition. Okay, I think there are too many stuff, so let me just remove some of the tabs. Okay, the streaming is done. Okay, so if my maximum value, if my count value is greater than my maximum value, that time I will do count value will be equal to my max value. I mean the count will be going to the max. If it is not, that means what? If this situation doesn't persist, that means I got a 0, because it is a binary array as it is saying here, and also given a binary array here. So if I didn't get 1, that time I got a 0. So if I got a 0, I don't have to check it. If I got a 0, I will do what? I will reset the counter. Got it right? So I will do count will be equal to 0. Maybe it will run, let me check. Either if I don't an error, so it will accept it. Okay, let me discuss about the complexity. The complexity is pretty easy. So I am using one single loop. The loop is starting from 0 to n. So the loop is actually iterating throughout the array from the first to last. So that will be a big O of n. So is there any extra spaces? No, there is no extra spaces. So the space complexity will be big O of 1. I don't know if we can reduce it, but we can do it using some. The complexity is pretty good. I don't know there is any optimized solution of the program. I don't know. If there is, I should do it also. Awesome. Now the next question. Find the number appears at once and the other number twice. What does it say? So maybe it will be the last questions for today, because actually it is, if I go to the time, it is actually 3:12 p.m. and actually I love recording at night, but today my health is not good. Okay, so single number given a non-empty array of integers nums, every element appears twice except for one. Find that single one. You must explain the solutions in linear time, runtime complexity used on constant access basis. What does it say? Okay. Study this. Non-empty array. Complete the nums. Every element appears twice except for one. Find that single one. Except one. Oh, got it. Actually, I understood the problem, not the solutions. Okay, so actually we have 4 1 1 2 4 1 3. Now 3, because all have either twice or either. Okay, so that is something like, if I do remove this. So it states what? It said, brother, I will give you an array. In that array, the number of occurrence should be twice and once. I will give you an array. In that array, number of occurrence of elements will be either twice or once. You have to return the once. I know it's okay, so I think let me do one thing. Let me change the background to dark actually. Okay, now it is good. Actually my eye is flashing. So okay, it states, brother, I will give you an array. The occurrence will be either twice and once. You have to return the once. So is there any way to solve it? So the answer should be here. Here there is 2 4 2 2 2 1 and 1 3. So answer will be 3. Is there any way to solve it? should I 4 1 1 2 2 4 3, let's say I will start a loop from I. If the occurrence of array of I is not equal to 2, that time I will return the array of I. This is the basic idea of the blueprint. Actually, this is not a pseudocode, to be honest. So this will be the blueprint of the problems to be solutions. So what we can do, I have to find key. Okay, let's say I'm taking a simple example 2 2 1. Let's say I am starting from 2, so array of I is 2. I am saying ki brother, go through the array of let's say this is array, and find array of I. Now you will say ki brother, what does it mean? This is pretty simple. I will pick up 2, do a linear search and find 2 is present or not. I think you got it. Let's say I will start a for loop. For loop will start from 0 to n. And another for loop, the nested, so there's a j equal to 0. It will go to n. It will do what? It will check the array of I. If it is equal to a value, so let's say so this is array of j. So let's say I am setting a num value, num equal to array of I. I am setting ki brother, let's say I am going to 2 2 2 2 1. So the for first the case num equal to 2. For this case I am writing actually here I will go if my array of j means what? If my array of j, I am starting from here, so it will be array of j. If my array of j is equal to num, I will increment let's say c equal to 0, so increment c plus. And if I can do something, if counter, I mean the c value is greater than 1, if it is greater than 1, maybe not greater than 1, all time it should not be greater than 1. If either twice and either once, no greater than twice, so it should be. So if I am starting from 2, if the answer will be true, 2 should be found one time. What does it mean? Let's say I have 2 2 2 1. That time if I find 2, that time I will find 2 2. But here in these questions, here there is only twice and once occurrence, so I should found the value once. So I will do if my counter is equal to 1, I will return C, as simple as that. Sorry, not C, I will return what it should be returned. I should return maybe num, the num that I am finding is I should return the num. I think this is not tough. So basically this is the brute force approach. Why it is brute force? Actually you should find, you should understand that why it should be. Just a minute. Okay, so you should know why it is brute force or not. So let's say this loop is starting from 0 to n. So at first actually let me run it up. If let's say it will not run, still I am just telling you. So int n equals to nums dot size, I am starting a for loop will be int equal to 0, it will go to n and I plus plus, and I will set another for loop, it will go to j equal to 0 to j equal to n and j plus plus, and I will say brother if my array of j, sorry nums not array, if my nums of j, if are you equal to num, what is the num? So num, so let's say value is equal to, I don't think if I give nums or so int values, int value is equal to nums of I am setting this one. Alright, right? So I'm just changing the value. Actually this is num, this will be num, so this will be the conflicts, so I have just changed it up. If equal to value, I will do increment the counter. Let me just initialize the counter. Should I initialize it here maybe, as I don't need it to be a global functions. Okay, if my count is equals to 1, I will return nums. Hope it should work, otherwise I will return 0. Maybe it should work. Let me check. Oh, it should be equal to 0. Oh, return not nums. Yes, it is accepted. If I do submit, it should submit. Now what was I speaking for? I was telling you that this complexity is too much high. This will be taking big O of n, this was taking big O of n, as it is going to 0 to n, 0 to n, as simple as that. So the complexity will be total complexity big O of n square. Space is, to be honest, big O of 1, but can I reduce the time because it is too much. It is big O of n square means too much. If I go here, you can find it will be big O of n square. Yes, but can I reduce the complexity? Can I? So when let me think. Let's say this is my 2201133. Let's say this is the value. Now I want to create a hash map, a traditional hash map. Now couple of things you should have to memorize, that what will be the size of the hash map and how I should change the value, and I should map the hashing. The thing is I should use hashing. Okay, so I have to find the maximum number inside of the array. So what is the maximum number? The maximum number is 3. So what I will do, it will be the pseudocode. So I will start from 0 to n and I will find the max of array I. Point to be noted, this is not a good way So I will write it up. So this is for understanding of me. So I got 3 from here. Awesome. So I got 3. Okay, 3 is the maximum number. Now I will create a hash map, and the size of the hash map will be, let's say I'm writing it let's say t, I'm writing it t. The size should be t plus 1, so the size should be 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let me just off. So I should write something like that. And fill them with 0. Okay. So how to do it? So I will do hash. Let's say this will be the max. And equal to not equal to, so the value will be 0. I should fill with 0. Now I want to map to, I want to map these two. Awesome. This is awesome. Okay, I think I have solved it. So when I will try to map 2 with this value, so actually the index will be mapping them. So this is the actually way to do it. So it will do what? It will change the value to 1. Just let me change the color. I think this is good. So I will change the value to 1. Once 1, 2 is coming. When I got a second 2, this 1 will be changed and will be 2 here. Awesome. Now I got a 0. Awesome. So 0 will be go to here, and it will make the value to 1, as I got a 1 0. Awesome. Then I got a 1. 1 will come here and change the value to 1. Another 1 is coming, change the value 2. 3 is coming, change the value to 1. Another 3 is coming, change the value to 2. Now what value I have got, what set value I had got finally from here? 0, 1, 2, 3. This is nothing. So the first is 1, next is 2, then is 2, then is 2. Now iterate throughout it. Let's say this is age hash, iterate throughout it, and found, I have found, and I should found, let's say I am just doing for I equal to, but we know that this is not a way to iterate throughout a set. We should use auto iterator it set, something like that. Okay, this is not a way, but I am just assuming it to be a array, and just make you understand and make myself understand that how it should iterate throughout. And it will be n I plus plus, and it will say, brother, if array of I is equal to 1, if array of I is equal to 1, either you can write not equal to, not like that, equal to 1, return array of I. As simple as that. I hope it is awesome. Let me just write this up. So preliminary line, the value of the max that I am creating, actually the value of max will be array of 0. I will assume ki brother this will be the max. Got it right? So int maxi equal to, but we noted if I write max it will not work because there is a function called max1 comma 2 in C++. So if I go to C++ playground, if I go to here, maybe just zoom a bit, and if I write here key so n equal to max of 2,3, and just I will and just remove this one, and just if I run it up, no, it will not run, sorry. If I run it up, so max is not defined. So if I do, maybe that is include vector, I don't know that is in vector or not. Max function in C++. Okay, std max, awesome. So std max, oh fuck, so I got 3 because the maximum of 1. Now what I've tried to understand that I should not use max, I should use maxi is equals to my nums of nums of 0. Awesome. Let's assume now I have to set the unordered map. Unordered map, this will be integer to integer, int comma int. So I have to store an integer and I have to fill something. Okay, so what I have to fill, and what is the name? The name is hash. I don't actually fill here, I can fill another one. Now I will do keep brother for int, I will go to 0 and I will go till n, and I will say keep brother do one thing, do maxi equal to max of maxi and nums of I. Do one thing, 2 2 0 1 1 3 3. I am coming at here, the maxi is set to be array of 0, so 2. So this is my maxi, this is the value of 1. Awesome. So I'll say, brother, are you greater than this? Something like that. Are you greater than? No, I am not greater than. Are you greater than? No, I am not. Are you greater than 2? No, I am not. Are you greater than 2? No, I am not. Are you greater than 2? No, I am not. Are you greater than 2? Yes, I am greater than 2. Something like that, I think. Then 3 will come at here. Then maxi will be 3. Now here, 3, are you coming greater than? No. If I had a 4, then it will just change to 4. I think I am pretty much sure about it. Awesome. Now, what does I do? I will change the value of my hash equals to, not maybe hash of maxi is set filled with 0. Awesome. This step is done. Now I have to fill and map. How I have to fill and maps? Awesome. For int I equal to 0, So I will go to n and I plus plus, and I will do what? I will do hash of array I plus plus. I'll increment the value by 1, and also if the value resembles to 1, I will easily return that. Easy peasy. Int I equal to 0, I will go to n I plus plus. Awesome. So if my hash of nums of I, so this will be the nums. I will change the control F. Array will be changed to nums. Thanks LetCode for this functionality. Actually this is used by CodeMirror, that is applications npm packages to be honest. So if it is equals to 1, so just if you want me to create a coding playground applications that will compile every programming language, you can comment me up. I will create that. I have actually interest to create that live. Okay, live, not just a tutorial like stuff. I will like to do using live. Okay, so I can simply return 0, or if you want, let me check it will work or not. Oh, it will not work because there is no n. No brother. Yes, I know. So int n equals to, so the problem was not with it. It's not size. Oh, holy shit. Another error. Oh, I had written instead of a if. This is called bloody silly mistake. Awesome, it is submit. Now calculate this complexity. First, I am using a hash map. Understand this very properly. The previous one who had taken big O of n squared. This was the brute force. This is the better. And I'll find also that if there is an optimal or not. I don't know, to be honest. So I'm focusing on that also. So first thing, this for loop will be taken 0 to n. So this complexity will be big O of n. Awesome. It is going to 0 to n and it is hashing. Now understand this very well. This is my array 2 2 0 1 1 2 3 3. The size was what? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now the stuff that I have got, that was 2 1, sorry, not 2 1, maybe it was 0 1 2 3, or more specifically 0 0 0 0 when actually fitting. So that size was 4. Now why it is happening? To be honest, if I take the value as big of 4, maybe sometime it will not be justified. Why? Let's say I have a 8 here, so that I have to run 0 to 8. So all time this will not justify. So I will take this one also big of n. Okay, this one also big of n. I hope you understand why I have taken. And this should be too big of n. And what will the complexity? The complexity should be big O of n, big O of n, big O of n equal to big O of 3n, big O of 3. Did I reduce it? Yes, I can reduce. I had reduced it a bit. Oh, I cannot see because I have that subscribe stuff. And what is the space? Understand this very properly. I am using a hash. Sorry, hash is not the function. The function is the maxi. So space will be obviously the maxi. As I am returning it, so it will be big O of maxi. The space. This is the time complexity. Now another question appears. Is there any optimist or optimal approach? I don't know that you remember when I was solving this question yesterday. Find missing number in the array, and I had solved it completely. I had solved it completely, but there was a case that I had not solved it using optimal time, so I don't want to do it here. I will solve it here also. If I go to the hint, it is saying ki think about XOR operator property. Now what does it mean, brother? What is XOR? If you do XOR as a truth table, that time for 0 1 this configuration it will get 1, otherwise it will get 0. But in computer science, XOR means if I get, so that means if I get two same sets, so 0 XOR 0 always gets 0, so A XOR A always gets 0. Got it right? So if I get 2 2 1 1 0 3 3 my array and do a XOR operation with all of them, so what I will get? 2 XOR 2 XOR 1 XOR 1 XOR 0 XOR 3 XOR 3. So 2 XOR 2 is equal to 0, 1 XOR 1 is equal to 0, 0 XOR 3 is equal to, okay, not this, control Z Z Z Z, 3 XOR 3 is equal to 0. Now you will ask, I am getting 0, but this 0 is not equal to this 0, so I am getting 0 and a 0, so it should return this 0. You will say, brother, this 0 is not equal to the element, this is actually element. Got it right? I think you will understand if I give you another example. Just a minute. If I give you another example, I hope you will understand. So let's say 1 1 2, sorry, 1 1 2 2 0 0 let's say 3 4 4. I hadn't taken the 0 because of conflicts. So what is the example? So example should be, so answer should be 1 XOR 1 XOR 2 XOR 2 XOR 3 XOR 4 XOR 4. What is the utmost answered? 1 XOR 1 equal to 0, 0 XOR 2 XOR 2 is equal to 0. Awesome. 3 XOR 4, but if I take 4 XOR 4, so that will be 3 XOR 4 XOR 4 equal to 0. So what will be the answer? 0 XOR 0 is equal to 0, 3 XOR 0 equal to 3, as 0 1 equal to 1 1 0 equal to 1, something like that. If I have a non-zero value, that time I will get the value as a XOR XOR stuff. So I will get 3. That's what I want. So what I will do, iterate throated. Before that I was using a hash map. But actually I actually thought about this when I have seen the constraint. It is saying ki the length should be greater than or equal to 3 into 10 to the power 4, but the limitation of unordered map is less than 10 to the power 4. So this is not a good answer. So that I have to use one thing that is called set. Let me do, so set is pretty much simple. Let me do first using set. It will do what? I will do a simple for loop. Brother int I equal to 0, I will go to n I plus plus, and I will create a map array of I plus plus. What is the map? Map will be unordered map for auto IT map. If IT dot second, if the second element of the map is equal to 1, that time I will return IT dot the first element. Got it right? Oh bloody also int. Okay, I have to return implicit. It is showing implicit. It will submit for sure. But the funny thing is this one. Okay, let me just discuss about the complexity. What will be the complexity? As you all know, I am using set. I am using map. Now the map actually does what? It took the value something like that. Why I am using map? I had 2, 2, 0, 0, 1, 1, 3. I will take 2, put 2. I will check key. There is another 2, I will not put. I will take yes, there is a 0, I will put it. I will find there is another 0, I will not put it. Another 1, I will put it up. Another 3, I will put it up. And point to be noted, when I am putting one value here, why I am using map, why not set? Because map will always map to the value. So I will map 2 to the occurrence of 2, 2, 0 to the occurrence of 0, 2, 1 to the occurrence of 1, 2, 3 to the occurrence of 1, 3. I think that is pretty much simple. Now point to be noted, what will be the complexity? The complexity is pretty much same as it is taking the so actually I am using, so the map will take from here to where big of n log n. As you all know, when I have solved the previously mapped question, that will take in this time, so it will also take this same time, as it is a simple iterations. It is time what it is going to 0 to n and just iterating throughout it. It is pretty simple. Now what will be this case? For this case also, this will be big of, understand this very properly. For 2 I am taking 1, for 2 I am taking 1, for 2 I am taking 1. So in the, let's say this is A, it has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and here 1 2 3 4. If I tell you it is 2 into, let's say this is B, 2 into B minus 1, or more specifically A by 2 minus 1. If I say this to you, sorry, plus 1, is this justified? Yes, it is justified. So 7 by 2 plus 1 is equals to what is this, 4, because this is 3.xyz. I don't use it because I am using int, plus 1 equals to 4. Pretty much simple. So what was the complexity? The complexity for this iteration should be big of n by 2 plus 1. At most I think it is done. Now what will be the space complexity? As I am returning nothing, so actually I am not returning the array first. So the space complexity should be this big of n by 2 plus 1. As I am returning this will be the space complexity. So what will be the total time complexity? The total time complexity will be big of n log n plus big of n by 2 plus 1. And what is it? This is the time complexity. The space complexity is big of n by 2 plus 1. Pretty much simple. Now this stuff I have to do. It is pretty much simple. What I was doing the XOR operation. I am iterating here and I am doing XOR with heat. I am here XOR with this, I am with XOR with this. So it is simple. It will just not take too much time. It is pretty much simple. So I will take a variable XOR, so int XORR, because there is a function named XOR. So I will do for int I equal to 0, I will go to n and I plus plus, and I will do what? I will just create a value int n equal to nums dot size, and I will do keep brother. I will do brother to what? The XOR will be XOR with a XOR operation nums of I, and I will return XOR. Pretty much simple. Oops, pretty much simple. Yes, it is done. So what is the complexity? The complexity is big O of n. The complexity is big O of n, and it is taking big O of one space. Awesome. So I think this is the first question where I have solved both. So this is the big O of n complexity as a time and big O of one space. It is not taking any extra spaces. So this is the first problem maybe where I have solved both the brute force, the better approach, the more better approach, and the optimal approach. Okay, so what is the time? Oh bloody, it is near about 4. So let me solve. So I have solved this. So to solve the total question paper about the easiest one, I should use the longest suburb with a given sum, so I will do it the next day. Now let me just practice everything. So should I practice today? What is the time? So maybe, so I will do very niche practice today. And should I do one thing? Let's say this is a map. So let's say I will make a weekend. In that weekend I will practice the all questions instead of just practicing everything daily, or not like that. So I will not care, I will just practice daily stuff daily. So so let me start from the first. The largest element in an array. Open Geeks for Geeks. It is thinking. So today, okay, just मैं कुछ नहीं देखा. I have given an array and the task is to find the largest element in it. So I have something like 1, 2, 8, 9. I have to find the 8. What is the largest array? I can do it using sorting, but I cannot using sorting because it actually increases the time. Because if you use a big of n log n, if you're using merge sort or quick sort like sorting technique, that time it will also increase the time. I should use using a big of n time. So what I have to do, I will create another int. Let's say int, okay guys, इसको largest equals to, let's say, array of 0. Let's say this one is the largest. Now make a loop from, I make a loop from 1 to something like that. Make a loop from 1 to the rest. So for int I equal to 1, I will go to n and I plus plus, and I will check if my array of I, if you are greater than my largest. If it is true, then the largest value will be equal to my array of I. So not like that, largest will be equal to array of I, as simple as that. And I will return at the last. Awesome. So let me write it. Practice day 4. Save. Next was the second largest element. It is pretty much simple also. So let's take example of this. So the first one is this, the second one is this. I can do one thing also. I can, if it is sorted also, that time it will not be true. So I will find it up if that is not equal to something like that. So okay, I think I got it. Second largest will be so int largest equal to array of 0 as of the previous one, and int largest will be equal to, let's say, -1 for now. Awesome. Now as I am using vector, now for int I, it will just do ki brother, is array of I is greater than largest. Yes, you are true, brother, it is. So I will do second largest if array of I, let's say. So what was my approach? My approach was pretty much simple. I am saying, brother, my largest is initialized at 1 and my second largest is initialized as -1. Now I am at I. So I, are you greater than 1? No, I'm not greater than 1. Okay, good. So are you greater than S, I mean the second largest? No, I'm not. Okay, awesome. So it will move one step forward. Okay, brother, are you greater than largest? Yes, brother, I am. Okay, so make the largest equal to 2 and change the value of, swap the largest and second largest. So second largest will be equal to 1. Do that here. If my largest is equal, sorry, array of I is equal, greater than largest, so second will be equal to largest and the second will be equal to, sorry, second largest, not largest, will be equal to array of I. Pretty much convenient. Now let's say my, in some configurations, not for this array to be honest, let's say in some configuration my largest is, let's say, 3 and my second largest is, so let's say the largest is 4 and the second largest is 3 in this position. So that time I can say ki largest is greater than the I, array of I, by array of I, but array of I is greater than the second largest, sorry, is less than the second largest. Now in this configuration, what I should do? So I should write else if key, what my observation, if array of I is smaller than largest and array of I is greater than the second largest, do one thing, the second will be equal to array of I. This will be 1 to be honest. So actually I have given a wrong example. So 1, let's say 1 2 2 1, in some configuration here the largest is equal to 3 and the second largest is 1. So I can say the largest is greater than the I, but the second largest is smaller than the array of I. So I will switch the value of 2 here, that I have done here, and I will return the second here. Okay, same check that is sorted, done. Okay, it to be done. Check the array is sorted. First. Check if the array is sorted and rotated. Given an array nums and return true if the array is originally sorted in a non-decreasing order, then rotated some number if of position including 0, otherwise return false. Okay, I think I can do it. That can be used by a simple counter. So for actually I will take leave maybe. But let me do, I will not. If I want, the live is not necessary for me. I don't do the live, but I had taken a promise that I should complete it, and I do live. This is called the promise. You should keep the promise. Maybe you can die, but your word should be kept. I should check that the first index are equal to the last index is always greater than the first. So if nums of n minus 1 is greater than nums of 0, if that is true, count plus plus. What does it mean? The rotate means I am rotating, so this is 0 and this is n minus 1, and if I rotate, n minus 1 will come here, 0 will come here. I think this is pretty much convenient. What was it? Yes, this one. And if count's value is less or equal to 1, that time I will return true, otherwise return false. Okay, this should be the last question that I will be solving. Maybe what I got. If nums of I minus 1 is greater than nums of I am going to okay, I think this is the last questions. It is too much night. If I go to my Codolio, should I create a website like Codolio? What do you think? Okay, so I have solved 19 questions in 5 days. Not 5 days, 4 days, because this is the 4th live. So if I just 5 question average on an average. So okay, I hope this video goes awesome to you all. Thank you for watching this video.